1 year ago, in front of the Iranian embassy, Hamid Sotounzadeh was violently assaulted. Hamid was violently assaulted by a member of the AFP, violently assaulted when all he was doing was exercising his right to peacefully protest. And just this last week, Hamid has discovered that the officer who committed that assault, unprovoked assault in a public place, while being filmed, he's just found out that that officer will not face charges. Indeed, the AFP have said, and I quote, "A criminal investigation will not be pursued in relation to the AFP member involved." They don't even do a criminal investigation of the matter. And apparently a professional standards investigation has now been finalised and is, to quote the police, now in the administrative phase. And the spokesperson also said for the AFP that the findings of the investigation will not be released publicly. How can we let this stand? Hamid is still in significant pain. He's still extremely distressed at this lack of action. He had his ribs fractured and his spinal disc damaged by this unprovoked assault by a member of the AFP when he was in a public place exercising his right to peacefully protest. And indeed, none of that core information is even disputed by the other side. But the other side is the Australian Federal Police. They've done their internal investigation, and the outcome is what, in any other situation, would surely consider this unprovoked assault to be a sackable offence and a serious crime, but instead it's just swept under the carpet because it's the AFP. All Hamid wanted to do was to peacefully protest. He was standing in front of the Embassy of Iran raising concerns about the death of Gina Mahsa Amini at the hands of the brutal regime over there. He shouldn't have been assaulted by the Australian Federal Police. They should have been protecting him. Having been subject to that, though, having been subject to the assault, surely he deserved a fair investigative process. And surely he deserved a system that would take what happened to him, the violence and the injuries that he suffered, take what happened to him, fairly assess it and deliver a measure of justice. But let's be clear, while ever police investigate police, there will be no justice for Hamid or whoever else is relying upon some kind of accountability. And this vacuum of accountability allows misconduct to become the norm in police officers. And if you wanted a further case in that, think about what's happening at the moment in New South Wales, where a police officer who's now been charged with a brutal murder just 12 short months ago was investigated by police for tasering somebody in the face. Again, caught on film. Again, investigated by police. Police investigated police, and they let him keep his taser. They let him keep his gun. When will we acknowledge that it's not just one bad apple? Allowing that lack of accountability rots the whole barrel. It's time to end police investigating police.